Welcome back to Pop Culture Tarot. So we're going to actually do something a little different today. We've done so many readings so far on celebrities, but today I was actually, particularly because we have this Venus and Leo that's going to be happening. So I wanted us to think about how we can be the main character in our own life, how we can sort of ramp up or amp up our star power, how we can move through the world in some, beautiful, gregarious Leo energy, right? Like, how can we feel like celebrities? What do we need to do to feel like superstars in our own life? Because it's great to look at, celebrities and all of that, but you know, I feel like it's important for us to also look at ourselves that way, right? And not pour so much energy into other people, but to pour some of that energy back into ourselves. So we have three piles here. So pile number one is the sun, because of course the sun is the planet or the luminary that, it's the moon and the moon and the sun are actually luminaries. They're not actually planets per se. When it comes to astrology, but the sun rules Leo. And then we have the glyph for Aquarius. And I felt like Aquarius would be good because Aquarius has that sort of you can't sit with us energy. It's all about the future. It rules the internet. It rules astrology. And it's just like it can be sort of a disruptive, wonderful energy. And then, of course, pile three, we have the actual Leo glyph, if you can see. Yeah, there we go. So we have the actual Leo glyph here, right? So you have pile one, which is the sun, pile two, which is Aquarius, and pile three, which is the Leo. And so if you have not done a pick a card before, basically you just pick the deck that resonates with you the most. You might actually find a pile, that you resonate with the most, and you might actually find that you resonate to more than one. That's totally fine. And so yeah, let's just take a minute, taking a deep breath in, exhaling out, and just picking the pile that resonates with you the most. And of course, there are timestamps below, so you can go right to the pile that you want. And I will see you next time. Bye. All right, so what I meant to say is I'll see you on the other side. Okay, so if you picked pile number one, you picked the sun, you are in the right place. So how can pile number one amp up their own star quality and become the blah, 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 main characters in their own life? Wow, 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 pile number one. So I have trust your intuition. Let's see if the glare is gonna, good. What's this? Okay, good. Trust your intuition. So amethyst is a pretty, maybe I should close one of these, put this curtain down so that we don't have so much of a glare. So amethyst is a pretty, dare I say, basic crystal. It's like basic isn't always a bad thing. How did we decide that basic was bad? That's so funny. So anyway, yeah, it's a pretty standard crystal 101. Amethyst is good for so many things. Here it's about your intuition. So one of the ways that you can become the main character in your own life is to trust your intuition. And so getting some amethyst can actually help you with that. Maybe sleeping with it, putting it by the bath, just carrying it around with you. So that's one way, just to remind you to, and also to activate your intuition. What else do we have? Okay, friends, we have the Martyr. So looking for, I just got this deck last night. So you want to look for ways that you may have been giving into self-pity in your life, but also it says learning the transcendent nature of service to oneself and a cause. So you might be a light worker, you might be an advocate or something like that. What I'm feeling here is like moving away from a martyr energy, a self pity energy, an addiction to people, places, and things that actually affirm self pity, if that makes sense, right? Yeah, yeah. That's going to help you step into your own energy. What else do we have? Yep. We got the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So, same thing here. Same thing here. Anything that makes you, so the Five of Pentacles, when it's in the upright, it's about feeling left in the cold. And, this really goes to this martyr energy for me. And you see the martyr is in reverse. And so it's like, there we go. Now it's in reverse for me. There we go. Okay. And so it's really, again, talking about this addiction to self-pity. And, I wonder if this has to do with like ruminating on the past. I feel like this has to do with ruminating on the past. I'm curious to see, because I have some chakra cards in here too. So I'm going to just be quiet until I get there. But the Five of Pentacles is about coming out of this energy. It's interesting how this person is standing outside of the church and they have the stigmata in their hand. Again, it goes to, oh man, she got the stigmata. And of course the stigmata is like, a part of Christ, and how, Christ was pierced in the hands. And it's also with this martyr. Wow. So I'm also feeling like an energy cleansing your space, cleansing your home of heavy energy, but really looking at your self-image and how you feel about yourself and what you think you need to do for other people to be accepted. Because the Five of Pentacles in the upright is, again, feeling left out in the cold. In reverse, it's about sort of coming out of that energy. And so it's like really needing to come out of that self-pity energy. And then we have the Hermit in reverse. So it's more of the same here, right? The Hermit in reverse, again, is about that same sort of feeling isolated, feeling like the outsider, keeping yourself away from people. And so what I'm feeling here is like not an overcorrection, okay? Because you also don't want to close yourself off. So what I'm feeling here is like you could be a person that has been, you don't trust your intuition because when you trusted people, you got hurt. And so you've come up with this story. All I do is work so hard for people. I never get it back. I never get the love back. I'm always left out in the cold. So I'm going to just like go into myself and isolate. These things definitely need to be addressed for you to step into your main character energy. Wow, wow, wow. Balanced emotions in reverse. Yeah. So if you had some kind of rejection, I mean, who hasn't had rejection in this life? But if you've had a lot of rejection and things like that, just like I said, a clearing of your space, clearing of your body. Even here, he's got these roses, and these sort of darts coming their way. So I would say, again, cleansing the body, but also doing some kind of practice where you're balancing your emotions. So maybe Tai Chi, maybe yoga, Qigong, something like that. And also getting some actual body work. So if you know people who do body work, especially if you're like a light worker or a healer of any kind or an advocate, this energy might also not even be your own. You might be absorbing other people's energy and you don't even know it. So I wanted to ask about color therapy and what color would help to, again, have us step into a different kind of awareness of ourselves. So we have red here. So, and then I'm interested to see, okay, so we've got yellow, solar plexus. So what I would say right off the bat with this red is wearing more red, but doing more things that are going to support your root chakra. This red here to me has to do with a chakra that's like spinning sluggishly or is actually spinning backwards. So it's a root chakra that's out of balance. And our root chakra has to do with feeling like we deserve to be on the planet, feeling like we have a right to be here. And so what I would recommend again is doing some root chakra work. And so there are yoga practices that you can do. There's certainly foods that you can do, red things. I'm thinking about beets right away because beets have to do with the blood. Also feel like this is like a bloodline issue. Yeah, you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing true north. So doing that root chakra work, looking also into your history. What is the history of the people in your family when it comes to emotions? I don't know if you grew up in a home where there was lots of volatility, lots of things happening. But if you did, then you definitely want to go back and do some root chakra work so you can start to strengthen that, okay, and balance those emotions. And then I have facade here with the yellow. And so this is my chakra deck. And so that is your solar plexus chakra. So doing all of these things to balance your emotion so that then you have the energy to push yourself forward and do the things that you want to do, but also the belief in yourself. Because with this facade here, this again makes me think about a volatile home where on the outside things look really great, but on the inside it's 5 of Pentacles in the upright, not in the reverse. So if you were like a little kid and again, the home was really volatile, then you also would go into that hermit mode, going in your room, covering yourself until the arguments, whatever ended, right? We know that that definitely will impact the root chakra because again, the root chakra has to do with the right to be on the planet. And that's going to throw the emotions out of whack, right? And so that's the thing we want to do. We want to start, you and I, like, I'm here for you. I know you. Like, I know you. But no, in all seriousness, then these are things that I actually have dealt with myself in my life. So I kind of know of what I speak. But yeah, so definitely balancing that root chakra and balancing that solar plexus chakra. You might also want to look into other ways to sustain yourself. So we have chicory here. So maybe bringing some chicory into your diet, drinking chicory. I drank chicory before when I was getting off of coffee. So bringing chicory into your diet could be really helpful to sustain your nervous system. Because we cannot, step into main character energy if we're freaking exhausted. There's nothing else I need from this deck. Okay, great. Just this last word here, to trust your path. It says if you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So I would say if you were going to journal anything from this reading, which I would suggest you do, ask yourself this question. If I knew I would be supported, what would I do? I love that. I think that's great to do. Please drop down in the comments. Let me know if this resonates. You did have the sun here. You chose the sun. So I would also say spending time in the sun, letting that vitamin D also sustain you. We need that sunlight. And so it's like not hiding yourself because again, the hermit is hiding. Like, let us see you come out into the world. You might even share your healing journey. I don't know if you have a YouTube channel or you have a platform, but if you are somebody with a platform, share your pain. Share what it feels like to have this martyr energy, to feel locked out, to feel like you have to isolate, to feel like you're not supported. I would suggest you sharing with other people because that will help other people heal as well. That is all I have for you, pile number 1. I hope that it resonated and I will see you next time. Okay, so if you picked pile number 2, our Aquarius symbol, this is your pile. So first off, let's start with a crystal. See what the crystal. Oh, we love apophyllite. I have apophyllite. I think that's apophyllite that I have on my door over here. So apophyllite is all about staying positive, being happy. We can we see it with the glare? There we go. It's a pretty popular crystal. It's pretty easy to find. Yeah, so great. So keeping apophyllite close to you. So a big key to you stepping into this main character energy, this star maker energy, is to stay positive and to keep your thoughts high. High vibrational thoughts. Okay. So there are a couple of archetypes here for you. So we have the judge, balancing justice and compassion, managing fair distribution of power. Okay. Light attributes. So this judge here is interesting to me. I want to see what, and then we have the divine child in reverse. That would be the shadow, an inability to defend oneself against negative forces and offering destructive criticism. Okay, but this one was like that. Okay, so one of the things that needs to be overcome here is judgment and criticism. I don't know what your Virgo placements are. You might want to check that out. You might have experience with this stay positive judge child. There might have been heavy judgment thrown your way at a young age and you didn't feel like you could actually defend yourself. Okay, so that could be the case, or you might be very judgmental yourself. Although I don't think so, because this was in the upright. I think it's more so you have been judged harshly. And so you've kind of, with this stay positive, it's kind of hard to look on the bright side when you have had harsh criticism, obviously at a young age. And it's interesting that you picked pile number 2, because that's one of the shadow sides of Aquarius, is they actually can be quite judgmental. So for some of you, you might be working on learning to love yourself again because of judgment. And again, there might be a few of you here that are a little judgy. We'll see what the rest of the cards say. All right. Oh, we like this. Okay. We like this. We like the 3 of Cups. We love that. So that's all about celebration. It's giving me very much stay positive, celebration, like really dealing with this judgment, all right? And looking more on the bright side of life. This is a card of community celebrations, finding your people. And so what I think actually the instruction here for you, if you haven't found them already, is to find your people. 3 is all about collaboration in the tarot, coordination, collaboration, finding your vibe, finding what makes you tick, going where you are appreciated and not tolerated. So if you have like that one aunt or that one uncle or a mom or a father who really turned those screws, or even a teacher or maybe some of you played sports and you have this coach and they were just on you. Now is the time for you to really deal with that judgment, deal with those things, so that you can find your people who are actually going to fill these cups. Cups are all about emotions. So I know I had said Virgo to see where your Virgo placements are, but you also might be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio with this water, these cups here. Of course, you don't have to be, but I would look to see where you have that in your chart. Interesting. The moon in reverse. Yeah, I feel like, again, shining a light on your shadow and really working with it. Bringing things that were hidden to light. And I really, again, feel like this is about finding your folks, finding your folks, finding your folks who reflect back to you. You see, we have all these reflectors here with the moon, who reflect back to you who you truly are. Interesting. So I have here you for financial security. What's coming to me is investing in yourself. So you might want to be in the limelight. You might be an artist. You might be an actor. Take those classes. Take those acting classes, those screenwriting classes, whatever it is that brings you this Three of Cups energy, this celebratory energy, you want to invest your money in that. If you're finding yourself watching a lot of reality television and like quote unquote low, listen, I watch them too. Okay. You see, I did the Scandival. I did the Scandival, right? So, but if you find yourself watching a lot of low vibrational things, you might want to pull away from that and invest in a higher vibrational forms of entertainment, spending your money on things that actually are going to nurture this and not this, right? Because the thing about reality TV and all that, we find ourselves in a space of judgment. We place judgment on people, right? And so when we throw those arrows, we throw that judgment, it's actually coming back to us as well. So you want to invest in things, again, that are going to feed you and take you where you want to go. So we have this ghost here as well. So again, for me, this is dealing with the past, dealing with those ghosts from the past. I'm actually going to do that like that, right? So really dealing with those ghosts from the past. So now we get to the chakras, and there's a whole bunch of chakra stuff here. So we have the solar plexus in reverse. We have the solar plexus in the upright. We have the sacral chakra. We have the crown chakra in reverse, and we have the root chakra. All right. So working on your solar plexus. So the solar plexus has to do with having the right to be successful in the world and to put your will out into the world. The solar plexus has to do with willpower. You know, I think about it as an engine, you know, the gut. They say a lot of our illnesses and things like that start in the gut, and that is our solar plexus energy, right? And so again, you know, it's really interesting that this person here is, I don't know if they have a hangover or what the deal is. But again, that makes me think about spending money on things that are not really beneficial. Spending money and spending time. And so again, where are you spending your time? But I do like that this abundance is in the upright for me. And so that really does make, I mean, in the reverse, excuse me. I like that the miracle is in the upright. So what this tells me is dealing with these ghosts, dealing with this judgment, the ghost of judgment, like clearing that energy out will bring you the abundance and will bring in the miracles for you. Because for me, when I read reversals, I read them as stagnant energy that is just about to be released. So when we want to turn that abundance around, so really dealing with the ghosts from your past, okay? I have service here also in the reverse. And so that is sacral chakra energy. So doing some sacral chakra work, eating oranges, wearing orange. Again, there's yoga movements that you can do to really strengthen your sacral chakra. There's something here for me about this this image here. This young child and this parent, you know, this figure whose life is literally leaving them. I don't feel like this is a sign for you to service other people. I really feel like this is a sign for you to service yourself and really work with this judgment, because I read the entire card. Like when I teach my tarot classes and things like that, I teach people to read the entire card. And so one of the things that's so important to me is that. So looking at the colors, do you see the similarities here? That's why I feel like the root of a lot of things are here in the childhood pile number 2. So really servicing yourself, and maybe even looking at, what did your people tell you about service? Did people give you the idea that you were just here to serve them? If so, it's time to cancel and delete that. Now we also have the crown chakra here. So working with the crown chakra. So we have mysticism. So digging into your spiritual practice. So you're here. So that's good. So that means that you're a little open to the world of spirit, right? So digging into that more, and not even just digging into it, but accepting that you are a spiritual being. But more importantly than that, because we do have all of these are in reverse. And so it's like really stepping into your power. So working on these chakra areas will really help you to step into your power and accept yourself, accept all parts of yourself, the mystical part of yourself. Okay? Yeah. Maybe let's see if there is. So we got the apophyllite as an ally. What other, is there an ally? An herbal ally for pile number 2. Do we have an herbal ally for pile number 2? Yeah. Okay. So we have cattail to build. Not sure if cattail can be ingested, but that's why we have the book. So let's see. Let's see what cattail is giving. Cattail. Okay, while cattails are a great potential food source, they are much more widely used as a building material. The rushes and leaves are used to weave baskets, seating, roofing, insulation, and boats, and even whole floating islands upon which people build their houses. Animals like muskrat and beavers also use the rushes to build and insulate their homes. There are times in life when we must focus on immediate goals and concerns, and other times when we should be building and strengthening our foundations and planning for the future. Boom, boom, boom. Relating this oracle card to the tarot, it can be connected to the 10 of Cups or the 10 of Pentacles. Well, that's lit, because both of those things have to do with building legacy. Absolutely. So it says here, I would definitely use cattails in the imagery because that card speaks strongly of planning for the future. Okay, so you can ingest cattail or you can keep it in your house to remind you that you're building. Okay, you're building and you're strengthening. So you need to build and strengthen your sacral, your crown, your solar plexus, and your root. That's what I have. If this resonated, please drop a 1 in the chat, and I will see you next time. Bye. Okay, pile number 3. If you picked the Leo glyph, you are in the absolute right place. So let's just get right into this. How can you step into your main character energy, your star energy? How can you build your star power? Well, hello, get out of your own comfort zone. Get out of your comfort zone. Do something new with Apatite. I love Apatite. Oh my God, I love Apatite. I got some a wonderful Apatite years and years ago from the House of Intuition in Los Angeles. I love it so much. And it's all about helping you get out of your comfort zone and shake things up. So what's the current archetype that you're working with, pile number 3? Okay, so we have the hero or the heroine in reverse. And so it says escapism and a false sense of being heroic. Okay. Okay. So it's kind of like not really seeing things for what they truly are. The bell just rang. I know that's my other decks that I just bought. I know that's what it is. They're delivering my decks. Okay. So you want to make sure that you're grounded in reality, fam. You want to make sure you're grounded in reality. Okay? You want to be grounded in reality. I'd be curious to see what you had in your 12th house, and also where your Pisces placements are, because yeah, you want to ground yourself in reality, honey. We have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, because you might be spending money somewhere you don't need to. So look at where you're spending. You might resonate to pile number 2, but I don't think so. You need to look where you're spending. Now, of course, like I said in the other pile, for me, when I get cards in reverse, that is a stagnant energy. It's an energy that just, you need to make a few little tweaks to turn things around. It's not bad to have this 10 of Pentacles here now, unless you're feeling like you're overspending and you're just like totally not in touch with what's really happening and you're putting yourself in a challenging position, pile number 3. So you really want to look at that. What are you really investing in? Okay. Are you feeling unstable? Are you having sort of success comes and it goes? If so, yes, we create our own reality, but it's like, again, the reality needs to be grounded in something quote unquote real. All right. So we have the 8 of Cups. Okay. So the 8 of Cups is about walking away from emotions that are no longer serving us. So it's like, if you're spending because you don't feel good enough, that's something that you might want to look at and look at the emotions that are causing you to feel that way and to walk away from them so that you can walk into something real. Okay. This was actually in the upright. And so finding love. Okay. What'd you say? Okay. Okay. So, finding love. I really like this. I really like that, because you might already be doing this coming out of sort of your South Node, this getting into your comfort zone. Because if you are aware of astrology, the South Node, to me, the way it was taught to me, is like our GPS. It's our coping mechanism. It's the thing that we fall back easy on. So for me, with my placements, right, it's like there's lots of I have a Libra South Node, and so it's super easy for me to like fall back into the group of like lending my talents to other people's projects and things like that, and then there's nothing left for myself. That was something that I really had to work on, and live into my Aries North Node, which is more about like that divine spark, being singular, being a warrior for good, and like do no harm but take no shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what, here I am with that, you know what I'm saying again. But that's what I had to do, right? That's what I had to do, because my comfort zone is, oh, is everybody comfortable? Does everybody have what they need? Oh my God, is everybody happy? Right? Like that's my natural way of being. But being like that wasn't always useful in the world that we live in, right? And so I had to adapt to and take on this Aries, which is my destiny, right? So your South Node is the rear view mirror. I think I said GPS, scratch that. Your South Node is your rear view mirror. Your North Node is the GPS, where you're going. And so the direction for you, where you're going should be towards love. So if you find yourself, whatever you use to escape, okay, it could be buying clothes, it could be whatever it is, it's whatever it is, it's fine. But you want to move towards love, right? Where are you investing? And how can you walk away from those emotions that, yeah, keep you stuck, keep you in a cycle? Because we are creating new cycles. Okay? So, color therapy for you, wearing the color black intentionally, right? And so for me, wow, y'all, you got it twice. Wow, you got it twice. And so what's interesting with this brick wall for me, so again, wearing black. So when I do color therapy, when I wear things, sometimes it's unintentional. You know, sometimes I'll be all in red and I'll be like, oh snap, okay, guess I'm doing sacral work today. Okay, I'm sorry, guess I'm doing root work today. Got it. Right? And so wearing black and understanding that you are actually breaking down these walls. And isn't it funny that it's a get out of your comfort zone? Because what's happening is you're creating walls for yourself. So we want to break down those walls and just step into total confidence. We absolutely love to see it. And of course, black is an amazing color to wear. And here we are with that sacral chakra that I was just talking about. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? Mm, mm, mm. We have confidence and insecurity. Wow, wow, wow. And so again, that goes back to that piece of what are you investing your money in, right? How did I get money from that? I don't know how. Oh, because of this. because of this. That's right. And it could even be like debt making you feel away. So it's like if you came from a family that maybe didn't have a lot of money, and so you've kind of had a poverty mindset, because it could also be that, and you feel like you have to do so much, right, just to get ahead. We want to cancel and delete that comfort zone as well. We want to cancel and delete that insecurity as well and walk away from that. So what herb, this is not the right deck, Spirit is saying, okay, you want me to use this deck. All right. I'm happy to do it. What else do you have to say about this, Spirit? What is the instruction here? I guess the question is mindset. What is the appropriate mindset? Okay. We got it again, y'all. We've got it again. We got the Eight of Cups again in the upright. My God. Wow. 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 Two different decks. So that is how we overcome fear. Oh, this makes me feel low-key emotional. That's how we overcome fear. That's how we step into our confidence. That's how we, but also working with your root chakra, okay, intentionally, right? So that you can move away from these emotions that no longer serve you, and you can step into your, yes, we love to see it, Ace of Swords, new ways of thinking, new beginnings, right? New thoughts, new ideas, okay? Aces are all about new things. And yeah, we've got like being the rooster, being a leader, standing at the top of the mountain, right? Firmly planted. I also feel like spending time in nature, because we have the water here and we have the mountains here. Whenever we see mountains in the tarot, they have to do with things that we need to overcome. Okay. And so, but this is more about achievement. This is about, you walking away from these old emotions and literally becoming like the head person in charge, right? They are singing their song. They're like, whatever this, I can't even remember, cock-a-doodle, whatever sounds that the chickens make. Oh my gosh, I'm so ridiculous. But whatever sounds the chicken makes, that's you, right? So we're going from this victim, this insecurity, to this freaking Ace of Swords, where you know your value, you know your worth, And yeah, and then the world's just going to have to deal with it. So that's what I have for you, pile number 3. I hope that it resonated. If you have any questions, drop them down in the comments. Of course, please like, share, and subscribe because it's a new channel. And oh my gosh, you all have been supporting me so much already. But yeah, just let me know if you liked it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.